But it's an early chance to see one of the faces of this championship in Celliphine, Chepteek, CHESPOL. There she is, just adjusting her spikes.
She really is an incredible athlete. She can, I mean, pretty much one of the best.
Here's the lineup then for the first of the 3 heats in the women's 3,000 meters steeplechase, and it includes world record holder at this level and world leader Celliphine CHESPOL of Kenya. So worth looking out for Derya of Turkey, strong performer this year. There are 13 athletes in all who will be on the start line. And there, a look at them, strewn across that track and with 28 barriers ahead of them. CHESPOL competed in the World Championships last year, seniors, and finished 6th. She's the defending champion from Bydgoszcz. Here's Lisa Vogelsang of Germany. And there is Grace FETHERSTONHAUGH, 18 years old. And then I mentioned the likes of KUNUR, and alongside her is Montanna MCAVOY, double Australian champion. Over 5,000 meters and 3,000 meters steeplechase. She'll just do the steeplechase here. But who can keep pace with this young lady? And away they go. Just to give you an idea of the potential gap in quality and speed in this field, CHESPOL has a personal best, one of the best marks ever in this event, second best ever, an 8:58.78, and has run this year just over the 9-minute mark at 9 minutes and 1 second. And she's just at the back at the moment, CHESPOL, and she's very happy to let the rest of the field go ahead of her. But then really, you look at the rest of the field, and the next best mark comes from Lisa Vogelsang of Germany, who's run this year 10:06 flat, and also KUNUR of Turkey is just outside that mark as well. So this group know, in many ways, they don't want to race CHESPOL in this. They want to race to get their place in the final.
Absolutely. These athletes need to forget about CHESPOL because she's so far ahead of them in terms of times that they need to race each other and really not worry about what she's doing. And you can see her there, she's just a few from the front. This pace would be very slow for her. It's just almost like a little bit of a warm-up. But as I said, you know, the other athletes, they need to be thinking about the qualification. They know it's top 3 automatically, and then if they're not in the top 3, they'll be waiting to see, are they one of the other fastest qualifiers? I mean, it's cat and mouse a bit in terms of who's going to take this out. You can see the Japanese athlete is doing some work at the front along with the Australian athlete. And you can see the Canadian just tucking in behind. She'll be really happy in that position.
Yes, the Japanese athlete Nishiyama is at the front of the group at the moment, and Montanna MCAVOY back on the track, and CHESPOL has just made her way through that group and is sitting at the front now in the 3,000 meters steeplechase, the first round, and the rest of them now almost will be involved in their own private battle. CHESPOL will look so comfortable. She is ahead of this field in every sense, and there'll be a mental side to what the rest of the field have to think about, because she's already just starting to stretch away with ease. And MCAVOY of Australia is tucked in second place at the moment in the early stages of this race, but they are starting to become a little stretched now as well. Go down that back straight, rounding the bend.
You could see CHESPOL started to get a little bit impatient. She was bored, I think, of hanging around in the pack and just wanted to get going. Just taking on the water jump here.
All of them using one foot to push off as well. sometimes some of the African athletes will actually hurdle the water jump. Also here, the water jump is on the outside of the track. Quite often these days you see it more on the inside. CHESPOL there just lining up that barrier, and taking it comfortably. A look back at the rest of the field, really, because that is where the race is in terms of qualification. 4 laps to go, and it's CHESPOL, and the only person going with her at the moment is Montanna MCAVOY of Australia. I mentioned McAvoy. She had great success this year at the Australian Under-20 Championships, and she won the 3,000 steeplechase and the 5,000 metres. The schedule deemed with the 5,000 final tonight for the women that McAvoy would have to make a decision, and so she's gone steeplechase. And these two have really pulled away from the rest of the pack now, so McAvoy with CHESPOL in the lead. The Australian team have actually been here in Europe for the last 2 or 3 weeks. They've been acclimatizing. They've been competing in Germany and in Finland. So they will be nice and comfortable and ready. They'll feel very acclimatized to the cool Finnish air and the long days and nights as they negotiate the water jump once more. And CHESPOL, well, this is just a good training run in the morning for her at the moment, it appears.
You can see the difference in technique with CHESPOL and McAvoy. CHESPOL just makes the hurdles look very, very easy. She's very fluid over them. McAvoy obviously slightly harder, but I have to say McAvoy is really committed here.
CHESPOL took them through the first, just short of the qualifying mark. They're through 2,000 metres now in the steeplechase. And the field very spread out, with CHESPOL away and in the distance from most of them. And the Australian Montanna McAvoy some 15 metres behind, in 20 metres behind or so in second. So the battle is on in the third pack, really. It's that grouping for where the real race will take place, with a couple of laps to go.
It's important to keep in mind only the top 3 are automatically through to this final. All these girls will be very aware of this. You see the Canadian athlete there, you know, it looks like CHESPOL and McAvoy are away, really. I'm not sure that they'll be caught at this point, so the rest of the pack are going to be fighting it out for that third automatic qualification spot.
And at the moment, leading that pack is Famke HEINST of the Netherlands, and right on her shoulder is the Canadian Grace FETHERSTONHAUGH, the 18-year-old, also a 1,500 metre runner. Ran a big personal best actually this year to bring her best time down towards the 10-minute mark in Portland this year. So that is the group really in many ways who are contesting the race within this 3,000 metre steeplechase, because with the front two of CHESPOL and the Australian McAvoy well away from the rest, it's all about who gets that third qualification mark. And of course, if CHESPOL opted to go quickly, which she hasn't particularly, and she hasn't needed to, but of course will be the other 6 fastest through the 3 heats, who will also gain their place in Friday's final. But CHESPOL is coming up now to the applause of the crowd, and she takes the bell in around 8:23.67. And there is McAvoy, who has run really well actually in mentally what must be a quite challenging race for these athletes. And then the other group now who will take the bell, well, some 18-19 seconds behind where CHESPOL did, but they'll be contesting that third place and also hoping that they can get a good enough time to finish. Way across on the other side on that back straight, there is CHESPOL. It's a private race for her. It's a morning run in the sun.
McAvoy has really committed to this race. She's done a super job of getting herself one of those automatic. You see the Japanese athlete now is coming through. She's moving up to the 3rd spot. She's really timed this well. She just needs to take this jump.
Nishiyama, as you saw,
yeah, no problem.
Kunya of Turkey, who got herself up into that 3rd place, but I think she expended too much energy doing that because she was really visibly struggling at that point.
And Nishiyama is pulling away a little bit now. You see CHESPOL is just bringing this home nice and easy for her.
Yes, the world leader the World Under-20 record holder, the championship record holder, defending champion. She's going to be right up there again. Who can take the crown off her? I'm not sure anybody will. 9:45.62. CHESPOL, a broad smile, a huge win. And Montanna MCAVOY of Australia will get second. And Nishiyama of Japan has timed it well, finished with a kick. She gets third, ahead of the Turk, KUNUR, and then the others racing in behind her. I think Vogelsang of Germany got in there as well. And you can see what it's taken out of some of them.
MCAVOY left it all on the track out there to secure herself a place in the final, to battle it out again with some of these ladies. And you see CHESPOL went over there, appreciated her effort, which was lovely to see. And you know, it's getting warmer out there now, and just this is not an easy event. You know, it's really tough. You're obviously challenging endurance, and then you have all the jumps thrown in. So these ladies have done well.
MCAVOY's run.